going on, family? So today I wanted to talk to you all about love. Love from the respect of like internal versus external. I want to know how you all feel about internal love versus external love. So I've been, living a life where I focus mainly on my internal love, me loving myself, making sure I eat right, exercise, spend time decompressing and de-stressing healthily, creating, my artwork and everything that I need to do in order for myself to, in order for my different, levels of self to all stay in tune with one another between spiritual, emotional, physical. I try to do things that are healthy to take care of myself. And that's where I am when it comes to internal love, I feel like that should be enough. But every now and then I begin to think, or I kind of notice the effect of external love on me in the form of, friendships. So every now and then, as I stay focused on internal love, take care of myself, do things to take care of my children, express myself to my family, communicate with them, I noticed that because of the lack of consistency for external love, it begins to affect pretty much the way I carry myself and the way I communicate. So I'll be a little less aware of like how I come off to people. For example, because I focus on internal love, I keep to myself, because I don't want anybody to kind of interrupt that peace. But in keeping to myself, I have a way that I communicate with myself that's pretty harsh, because that's just, how I keep my head together. Like, don't give up, do better. Give or take a few explicatives, but when it comes to other people, I could try to motivate them in the same way and it could come off the wrong way, and the reason why that happens is because of the lack of consistency with external communication as well as receiving external love. It's not something that I seek, but just by not receiving any love, I have no problem giving out love, but I don't know, it just kind of affects me. On one hand, where I met a group of people at a church, and they were abundant and almost to a degree ruthless with their love. I didn't really know how to take it at first because it was such an unfamiliar area for me to have other people actually care and check up on me. It's weird. But after a little while, I allowed myself to get used to them, at least, for the season that I interacted with them. And that's one of those things that, it would be real nice to have, like, on a consistent basis and, like, as a part of your life, but you can't expect it out of anybody. You can give as much love as you want, you can give your time, your energy, your patience to other people, but you can't really expect it from anyone, because once you begin to expect it from others, you open the door to be let down for disappointment. I'll give a pretty decent example. So for Christmas, everybody is doing everything they can in the holiday spirit to make other people happy. But in the midst of giving, you don't really expect to receive anything back, which means that you're not let down when you don't receive anything back, But if you were to expect things back, after you go and buy, 10 presents for 10 different people, and let's say you don't get anything back, was it a wasted effort? Or do you just kind of, seem contentment with the idea that you made other people happy? Now, gift giving is something that, for most people only happens once or twice a year. So you don't really put too much thought into it. It's like, well, this is the one time a year, birthday and, Christmas, where I give out things and don't expect anything back. But one cannot deny the feeling that you get from receiving a gift. So if you put forth the amount of effort to make someone else feel good, like shouldn't you have somebody that does the same for you, that wants you to feel good, that thinks about you, that checks on you, that cares about you? I think because of these questions, a lot of different responses are formed in the mind and the body, where people, put up walls and, keep from each other. And ultimately, we're not a unified people. People around the world, everybody. I'm completely happy without interacting with other people on that level, but I can't deny the feeling that, is caused by it, when somebody thinks of it. Like, this year I'm not as hard up because I didn't go above and beyond, like I usually do, get a whole bunch of presents from a bunch of people. Just kind of kept to myself. But I do appreciate the two people that did think of me. And gave me presents. One of them is my baby. The other one is somebody I just met going to school 3 or 4 months ago. It was me and another guy. We agreed to exchange presents. That was cool. But I just think it's interesting to see how different people respond different ways. Especially when you think of the 5 different love languages that are identified by that book. Gift giving can be your love language, but do people have to respond, in your language? Like, do you expect people to respond? Or do you take a lack of response as a lack of love? I don't know. Let me know what you all think. We can talk about it.
She told me at the baseline.